Paul declares unto us and paint a picture that should be on our mind as long as we live. When you go to verse 6 of that, Philippians 1, Paul, the apostles, write to the Philippians, and he says, being confident of this very thing, this one particular thing, I am so confident of that. That this very thing, and what is that very thing? That he that begun a good work, he that is pleased to guide me from the month of January to this time will finish it. Amen. You don't understand. He that woke me up this morning will take care of the problem that is ahead of me. Amen. He that gave me this job will make me prosper in what I do. Amen. He says this one thing. But you see, the only thing that will not make that thing to be effective is when you are not confident. The word confidence, they mean be bold, be assured. That I am so sure, that I am so confident, not being cocky, but I'm so confident that the Lord that I serve, whatever he starts, he finishes it. Amen. But he said, if you're not confident, if you're in doubt, if you are afraid, if you're fearful, you can enjoy this benefit. And that is why this month, it's a month of expectation of greater things and good things. Because he says unto all, Paul says, I'm not very confident of many things, but this one thing that I know. See, it would have been better if he says these as in plural. But because he says it in singular, makes me believe that when you have your focus on the creator of heaven and earth, when your focus is not dwindled, when your focus is not broken, when your focus is not diverted, it is rest assured that he that begun, so which means something has been started in your life that you don't even know yet. Now please understand the word begun, meaning he has already begun it. And the Bible tells us that he is the only God who knows the end from the beginning. Which means he had started it and finished it first, and then go back and start all over. Because there is no way he would have known the end from the beginning had he not started something and finished it and get to know the end. Have you ever watched a movie before, and now you are watching the movie again with your friends, and you are telling them it's going to happen? That is exactly how our life is in the sight of God. He knows it. Before him, he had seen us being begun and then ended our life. So he knows there is nothing comes by surprise. When you have watched a movie before, you know what is coming up next. You know what is going to happen next. And that is how God is. He knows, you know the end of that movie before your friends start watching it. Your friend don't know though, that you know what you know about the movie. But God says, this is who I am. I know your end before it began. And Paul says, this is the only thing that I want you to have. That if you have fear, you can't claim this. If you have doubt, you can't claim it. As we're streaming live now on Facebook, I want everyone that is watching this to know clearly, right now, live, that there is nothing that God starts that he cannot finish. Amen. No, there is something in your life that God had started. And there is nothing that can hinder God for what he started. There is only one thing that is very sure, that God cannot be hindered. God cannot be opposed. God cannot be obstructed. God is God by himself. And when he starts something, you better believe it. Now, can you imagine if nothing can stop an erosion of water? When I remember when we have Sandy, this water, anything that is on the way of this water takes them along. Takes car, takes garbage can, anything that sends in his way. Now, if that could happen with water, now can you imagine who that created the water? I have seen a very boisterous wind lifting up roof, uprooting a very big tree. And if this can happen by nature, can you imagine he that created the wind?